Hey everyone, let me just put my candle behind me. Oh, it's too dark. It's like we're living back in the olden days, isn't it, with the candles? Let me see if you can see the cards. Yeah. Hey, Earth Angel. Hey, girl. Thank you for joining me. Let's put a bit more light over there. I'm waiting for some new cards to come in. Can you recommend any good cards, clarification cards? I need to get some new ones. Great. I'll have to find one of them shops. Spirit guides of the highest white light, I see you come and help me channel. Aries, Leo, Sag. What's coming to the current moment for Aries, Leo, Sag? What's coming to the current moment? Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's like a family individual, someone that takes care of their family or works to take care of their family or to leave something for their family, children, mother figure. This is someone who's trying to get their life in order. Someone that's planting the seeds. This could be someone that runs their own business. Queen, you know, head of the household type of energy. Could be dealing with Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Or it could be someone else that may have that in their placement. I don't know if this is someone that's been taking money off someone, I'm not sure. What's your challenge or influence? I swear one just turned over. That's it. Okay. What's your challenge or influence? The challenge is the King of Swords. This could be someone that knows the truth. This King of Swords may have crossed the Queen of Pentacles. Someone's getting some information on someone knows the truth. Something to do with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Don't have to be. I mean, Queen of Pentacles is some other figure. I don't know if this Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius crossed the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's single, mother, someone's got a business. Or this is someone that what's on your mind? Okay, yeah, before I took out the... Actually, let me put that King of Swords back because I knew one flipped over. So, the challenge or influence is someone's withholding information. Someone's stealing off an air sign, a Queen of Pentacles, someone that's got a business, a mother figure. Someone's withholding information. Someone's lying, sneaking. But some evidence has been left behind. See them two swords. Whether this is a feminine or masculine that's stealing, crossing a Queen of Pentacles, withholding information from that individual, getting information on that individual. Look at these people, man. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Ooh, the devil. This is someone that's toxic, a lower vibrational energy. This in regards to addictions. Someone could have crossed the Queen of Pentacles and is withholding information from you. Maybe what's on your mind is either you want to bind someone or you've got the truth in regards to who this devil is. Try to bind themselves. Someone could have lied to you and said someone here had addictions. Queen of Pentacles. How can someone have addictions and run their own business? That don't make sense. They wouldn't be able to, run it, would they? Because they'd be, out their face. what's on your mind in regards to a lower vibrational energy, whether, it's you or there's someone else around you that's a thief that's been stealing off you, withholding information off you. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The person's got addictions. Well, it's about binding, or someone's binded to another through sex, addictions, lustful energy. It's definitely a lower vibrational energy. That's what's on your mind. What's the reason for this reading? The Hierophant. This is either some type of coven, group, someone's a head of an organisation, or this is, it could be a pastor. Maybe someone's beliefs or religion is going against what someone does for their business. But at the end of the day, everyone's, got their own path, as long as no one's hurting anyone. Someone could be saying that another's into some dark arts through whatever business they do. They're lying. They're withholding information. They're a liar. See, usually people will say things like that because they've got things to hide. This person's a spiritual healer, teacher, guru. How's that working with the devil? Everyone got their beliefs, haven't they, to tarot cards. But, there's no law saying you can't do readings. This is someone that works for Source. I'm not talking about that one. But someone's doing some binding spells on another. That's all I'm picking up. And I'm picking up this leader. Someone has spiritual gifts. Spirituality. What's wrong with spirituality? Everyone to their own beliefs. Again, as long as no one's hurting anyone. What spirituality represents? It's about... Sorry, it's a bit... I've turned the light down because I was getting a bit tired. And it hurts my eyes. The light. Late at night. And it'll keep me up. You see, when someone's got a spiritual gift, all it is... Spirituality is about being awakened. Connecting to your higher self, getting messages from Source, healing from past traumas, connecting with Source, maybe getting downloads from Source, helping others on their path. If someone does readings, it helps others on their path, opens up their eyes to what's going on around them. So usually you see people, and I'm not saying everyone, but some people, in these churches, you hear of these stories where some of these pastors, they make a lot of money from these people and say, I can heal you and all that. It's said there's a lot of false prophets. And some of them make a hell of a lot of money, don't they? Now that's not good. And behind the scenes, they could be doing this. And you see, when people godly ordained, or people look up to them, or they're into spirituality and they give messages, others will lie. Others will lie to hide what they're actually doing behind closed doors. Okay, and what they're doing behind closed doors, you hear of these stories as well. They have sex, don't they, with some people, in the church, and they get up to shenanigans, okay? You will hear of these stories, all right? And these are some that don't want that information out there, okay? And I'm not saying all, but some use the church as a way to manipulate, to get money, okay, for what they're doing behind closed doors. Yeah. Addictions. I mean, there was one not long ago, there was one I was watching on YouTube a while back, and his pastor, I mean, they were saying, oh, he had this big house, he was having parties in his house, young girls over, buying expensive rides, cars, all the designer clothes. And he got cross-examined in the, I can't remember what happened in regards to that story, but he got caught for lying. So, a lot of them are doing devilish things behind closed doors, behind the scenes. But in front of people's face, they want to act like, I'm all godly. They're all godly, So, yeah, of course they don't like the ones that are spiritual healers, teachers, because we're teaching others about what these individuals are doing. So in turn, what they'll do is lie, cheat, steal, or say that we're lying, cheating, or stealing. But look, there's a big difference here. There's someone working on their business. That's all. If they was into the devil thing, that would be with it. That would have come with it. Okay? This is some mother figure who's just loving, caring, wants to, work on their business, is working on their business. Sounds like the one in New York that Melly said he staged his own church rob. You see? See what I'm saying? There was even another one I saw where he was recorded secretly. And I think he was having, SCX with one of the girls in the office. Do you understand? And again, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everyone is like that that works in churches. There's some real good pastors out there that 100%. But there's also some that use the church and religion because that's what they're getting up to behind closed doors. Yeah, parties, sex orgies and all that. Partying hard, going, flying off to different countries, partying here, wearing all the best designer clothes. And they don't like to be exposed. So, of course, they're going to say others that are of course they're going to say others that are speaking up about this, this, that and the other. Oh, they'll definitely say that we're into it. No. I'm sure the police or whatever. I mean, where I live, I've informed them that I've done it, that I do this. I mean, cards. They could quite easily have spies. Do you understand? I mean, this is temporary accommodation. They could have cameras here. They can see that I'm not into that. So, do you understand? But what is crossing the Queen of Pentacles is they're withholding information. They're most probably stealing off this Queen of Pentacles and withholding information and lying, or saying this Queen of Pentacles is lying. But they're crossing the Queen of Pentacles, so they're stealing. Must be more money. I'm picking up some Africans. What am I picking up? There's a group of Africans that the higher-ups are on their case. And again, definitely some group of Africans I'm picking up. Yeah. So, some of these institutions could be getting investigated. I think they're coming down on these cities, aren't they, in regards to all this? Because their eyes are starting to open in regards to this corruption that's going on, especially in the world. And a lot of, FBI, CIA, they use divination readers, tarot card readers, psychics. If you watch some of them, mysteries where they can't find bodies or people gone missing, they use psychics, don't they? So there you go. What happened in the past, recent past? Yeah, they make a lot of money. I mean, some of the church, they that sometimes there's like, God, you see it packed. You'll see it packed, and then they get donations, and then they're like, I can heal you, and they've got actors in the church. I'm not being funny. You see these people on the street, like you see some of these people on the street, and they walk with crutches, and they walk like they've got something wrong with them, and then they've got a hat, and they need money. Nothing wrong with them. There was one that was seen, packing up. He looked scruffy, homeless, and then someone saw him getting into some big Mercedes, and then he got caught with some big house. Do you understand? So yeah, that's they'll do all this, and then the person will drop down. Oh, then the person will drop down, or there'll be one of their friends or one of their actors in there saying that they can't walk, and oh my God, praise the Lord, I can walk. That is not good, because there's people in the churches that go there that want help, and they could be going through losses, or some of them have got terminal illnesses, and they're going for praise and blessings. And these people, man, they I don't respect that type. Sorry. They're you've got people at the most vulnerablest. They're vulnerable, and they get taken advantage of. Greed and materialistic situations. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Today I was in there, and I just had my repeat Psalms. And I have it on put it through my Bluetooth, and I just lie here and I listen to it. Sometimes I forget, but I'm going to start doing it in the morning. But yeah. It doesn't make you any worse of a person if you don't go to church, as long as you pray often, and you're in connection with source, and you learn your psalms and that. Yeah, these people, and they bind these people to them in the church to get money. They do this. Why am I picking up? There's something underground, like under a tunnel. There's somewhere they go. It's underground. There's like some type of trapdoor. I bet they'll find something underground. That's where they do all their casting. There was a house, yeah. I saw there was a house. There was like a trapdoor. That was another program I watched. I think a couple moved into this house. And this door, you would never have known it was there. It was hidden really well. They managed to get in. They went downstairs, went through like some kind of passage, opened another door, went down some more stairs. Do you know what? It was like a theatre. It was like a theatre, and it had all red chairs. You know, like when you go in the theatre and you've got red chairs that side and chairs that side. Then you've got the stage, and it had balconies on the top. And this is underground. Okay, and these are covens. I'm not talking about on the church side. I'm talking about this card. You can either say it's a coven, okay, and their secret is they're hiding is what they do. Yeah, there could be a door underground. I bet if they, a lot of these churches, I bet if they really, or even these people's homes, if they went to certain homes, they would find these passageways, or in some of these churches, hidden, very well hidden. See, it's dark. I think they put spells on the people as well that come in the church. You know, when they come and they say, I'll heal you, and they touch them or do what they do, they're attaching some spirit to them. I had some church people once. I was getting emails from them, and they was telling me I had to donate. I mean, they was asking me to donate every 5 minutes. I mean, if I was donating, I would have been giving them about £2,000, like every few hours. I blocked them in the end. Do you know what I should have done? I wonder if they're the same ones that watch my channel. Anyway, what happened in the recent past? 2 ones. Yeah, I told you. I bet they're watching the channel. See that world? They're watching. Some of you are on the World Wide Web. I mean, there's other religions, you know, that people, you know, people that hide behind religion and whatever religion they come from. You know, you have people saying, I had someone say to me once, this isn't in the Bible, but they're in gangs. Do you understand? That doesn't make sense. And that person used to act like, you know, like they're all sweet. Hello, you'd never think. But the people that person was part of, a group, oh, they were doing shady things. So, you know, people can't start saying, oh, this isn't in the Bible, but wait a minute, you're doing A, B, and C. And that isn't in the Bible either. And there's source there that's given us the secrets. You know, back in the day, a lot of people like us would get burnt at the stake because, you know, that was I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Because, you know, again, you had higher organisations that had the power. Because this has been going back for hundreds and hundreds of years. They don't want this secret out about what they're doing behind closed doors. Government. Institutions. Secret societies, yeah. I was just about to say that. A lot of them in the recent past, some of them, because you was getting the message out, they were stuck at a crossroads. They didn't know which way to turn. They panicked. Okay? There's that fork in the road. Oh no, our business is getting revealed, you know? And then a lot of them started trying to use other energies to send towards us, to bind us, whether it could be masculines, feminines, pretend like they're our friends. These are people that wear masks, you know, cipher our energy, use our energy, because that's what they do. Like, they just keep sending different people to cipher our energy, but each time they do it, at first we weren't aware, and the more it goes on, the more we become aware of it. They also, these people do like graveyard spells, okay? Graveyard spells. You see, the more I'm getting into this and the longer this goes on, I pick up everyone around me, you know, their secrets, how they act. You know, if you're quiet, you listen with your spiritual ears and eyes. They give their self away, especially if you're speaking up about things and there's some people around that are into this. They'll try to create noise or interrupt or cloud your concentration. Do you understand? Because, you know, the devil doesn't want the information out there. And the ones that are part of the 144 chosen, Source has chosen. There's only 144,000 in the world that the Source has chosen. Reason being because we have a pure heart. We're human and we all have our off days. No one's perfect. But through a lot of things that we've been through in our life, we haven't turned our hearts off, in a sense of we haven't turned bitter, cold, wicked, evil, you know? A lot of us have been through things in life and we're still loving, but not towards these type of energies. What has happened is our eyes have opened to this and these type of energies, where before we were blind to it, but now we see. Yeah. It's like earlier when I was out there, you know, I pay attention. You know, I'm not going around putting my finger or at everyone, but, you know, you can just see people's movements and how they are. It's like every time I started doing my reading, you know, people would be on the phone talking really loud, or, you know, the last couple of readings I've done, you'll hear the whistle, you know, giving the next one heads up. Oh, she's doing the reading, or they may text that person and then they will start, you know, talking loud to try to confuse. Okay. Now, again, this is temporary accommodation. And they can, I heard, and I wasn't listening to be nosy, I don't know this person realizes how loud they're speaking, but he was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the rest of the payment to come in. That's all I heard. Okay. And that's the one who kept making the noise when I was starting my readings. And then I was in the kitchen, boiling my water for some hot chocolate. And he came down with like a weatherproof Mac on and a hood. And he had this big black bag that he went out. And usually he'll stop and talk. He had the hood on and he rushed that quick. And I thought, And that was just after I started putting on my Psalms and playing it loud through the Bluetooth. Yeah, exactly. Yep. 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 And I heard something like, oh yeah, she's turning the telly down. You get me? And it's not about being nosy, but at the end of the day, I'm, we've got to protect ourselves from these type of energies. And if they feel we're nosy or whatever. It's like he was in the hallway one day speaking on the phone, and I come out to cook some food. Well, let me go upstairs because, someone's nosy. I thought, I ain't coming out here to listen to you. Now, why would someone say that? Do you understand? This is why the divine source says, listen, use our spiritual ears. Sometimes they give their self away by things they say. Okay? There was no need for that comment. He could have just gone upstairs or gone outside and spoke on the phone. Do you understand? Yeah, I think he has been paid. Yeah. Yep. What's coming in the near future? So what I done was I went in the toilet and I went, yeah, well, we all know that they keep sending new ones into Cypher, our energy. I said it loud enough. And then I was playing the Psalms really loud. Send back the arrows. And that's when he come down, rushed out quick with the raincoat on and the hood and the black bag. I don't know what was in that black bag. Most probably the stuff he was wearing whilst he was doing. Do you understand? He had the hood on. Why would you have a hood on? Look how the weather was today. It weren't raining. It wasn't cold. I was out there in my t-shirt at first. It wasn't cold. Do you understand? What's coming in the near future? They're trying to make it hard for your ships to come in. There could be someone around you they're doing some type of spell work. Something to do with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or is it Aries, Leo, or Sag? Sorry, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Someone's withholding information from you. Someone's lying, they're cheating, they're stealing. Or they did. You may have now turned your back, or for some of you, you're doing this onto another, behind their back. I mean, someone could have done this to another in the past who was this Hierophant, spiritual healer. And now for doing that, because they're confirmation, because they're anointed by the divine and protected, someone has got karma, which means their ships are not coming in. You see how far their ships are? Someone's future looks kind of, desolate. There's no seeds or nothing growing there. So this could be someone's karma for what they've done. Or there's someone here right now that's doing it, and that's what's on someone's mind. Or maybe someone's thinking about, well, this is why this has happened to me, because I was involved in doing this to this individual in the past, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Now someone is bound to the devil. They may have chose the karmic over the Hierophant. Someone could have travelled abroad, stolen some money, travelled abroad, Jamaica, Africa, Mexico, wherever. Greece. No, of course it doesn't. No. You know, by these people, when they try to escape, they're still going to get their karma. Don't matter what side of the earth they go to. God is everywhere. Source is everywhere. Source, you know, created this earth and mankind. So they can't. Source is everywhere. So I don't think, but by you travelling abroad, what you think you're going to escape me? No. But I think this person may have travelled abroad to get away from reaping what they could get picked up for. Theft, stealing, fraud, deception, signing documents, creating some fake something marriages, or buying homes using other people's details, stealing people's details. Okay. You see, some of you did travel, you moved away, and that left them stuck at a crossroads, not knowing which way to turn, because they couldn't come maybe to your home no more, wear a mask, because they may have come and you may have just not been there. So all they can do is watch you online. And by you not being in their energy, they're able to reap their karma and judgment. You know, when God, the source said, move out the way, you moved out the way, you moved. And now they're going through their judgment and karma. And their near future, their future's looking bleak. Desolate. Look how far away their ships are. They want to sacrifice you and use anointed. Source isn't going to have that, isn't going to allow that to happen. But each time they do their spell work, each time Source blesses you, the chosen ones. How you see yourself, Aries, Leo, Sag. And again, ones, Aries, Leo, Sag. So for some, Aries, Leo, Sag, you was involved in this. For others, this was done to you. But all the people that I was around in the past, I've cut them off. How you see yourself, Aries, Leo, Sag. And this isn't all for you, isn't all. Some of you are still rushing in, rushing out, getting passion. Some have sex addictions, as I said. They want people bound to them. Some have got sex addictions. Some may have an STD, and they want to go around sharing it with as many as they can, because they know their future isn't looking good, and they just want to share that disease with anyone. And for many others of you, you know, these people just want to come towards you for passion. Some of you are just having passion in moving forward. Some of you, they want to put you in competition, or some of you are competing for another. Okay? You could be feminine, Aries, Leo, Sag, masculines, Aries, Leo, Sag. Some are passionate. Again, there's a lot of competition. And some, you know, I mean, look, wands represent the male phallic. And look, there's someone out there that is having sex with other divine masculines. Okay? And there's a group conflict. Someone had a sex addiction. They didn't know, they couldn't control it. And because someone has this, it could be like HIV, AIDS, you know, if they get, it could be something really serious. So maybe they're thinking, well, I've got nothing to lose. Let me just spread this virus around to as many people as I can. There's a group of masculines fighting, tension, conflict, anxiety. And they're competing for either this person, Aries, Leo, Sag, or these masculines are competing for a feminine, Queen of Pentacles. You know, a lot of you are single. You're like, and some of you know who these energies are. You're like, source is telling you someone from your past wants to come in. They know there's competition around them, and they're trying to compete, you know, with competition with other people. You know, I had a particular person leave a messages saying, God bless you, I love you. As far as I'm concerned, that's one of these energies. Because you see, if someone read that message that like they want to come towards me, they could think, oh, maybe that's a man leaving that message, or a husband, or someone she's seeing. Do you understand? These are the tactics they do, underhanded tactics. So they may say something passionate because of the competition. I pay attention. Not interested. Some of your family members are involved with these people. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You know? And they were just as wicked as this individual was. A lot of these people, they were paid. And because they had addictions, they took the payments and threw you under the bus. They don't care. You can't return to them. You can't forgive. You can forgive them and move past. Just get on with your life. A lot of you turned your back. My younger sister, comic sister, like, when I looked at her at my mum's funeral, she didn't even look like my sister. She looked like a clone. She wasn't the sister I knew. Her face was different. She just didn't look like her at all. At all. And she even told me once, she said to me, the drugs had got hold of her. You know, you just got to release his people. I wish you all the best. But when people have got serious habits like that, they will do anything for that. And that includes throwing you under the bus. I invited her to my friends back in the day. She stole £40 out of my handbag. I know it weren't my friend because my friend had 5 children at the time, and she, you know, she made enough money. You know, my sister done quite a few things to me, and this is why I could never, ever accept her back in my life. Ever. Ever. She chose her path. She threw me under the bus. It is what it is. You know, and some of your family members even went behind your back and slept with someone that you may have been with, or turned people against you. Jealous, envious, wicked, bad minds. They wanted you isolated. They isolated you, but by isolating you, it put you on this path. It done you a favour. When they turned their back on you, what did Source do? He gave you the world in your hands. They didn't realise that at the time. Now some of them want to rush back in. Never. Never, ever. Because, you know, if you let them back in, a lot of you may feel, oh, it's my sister or brother or cousin or aunt, their family, they won't do that. You'll be sleeping, and then the next thing, you know, even if you had a £10 note in your purse, that would go missing. All your credit card details would be swiped. Yeah? They'd shift through all your stuff, creeping and sneaking around. You couldn't allow them in your home. No way. There's one guy I knew back in the day, and I let him stay. A few years ago, this was. I woke up, he was leaning over me, over my bed. I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Yeah. Each year. I said, "What are you doing?" Yeah, I cut all these people off. I cut them off. And that's the one whose flat, when I went to his flat, as soon as we walked in the flat, all the alarms sounded. I said, "Yeah, my spirit." He goes, "What's that?" I said, "That's my spirit guide's giving me the heads up." And he used to drink a lot. He had addictions. And one day, I don't know, my light must have irritated these demons. He went, "F God!" He really went into one. I said, "You know what? My credit cards went missing." Yeah. I know who you are. JBD. Some of you, even you know, your own dad was a part of this. Your own father. I don't talk to my dad. Yeah. These people work with your family. Your family. But do you know what they've done? They went to your families. They found out about your families that may have had addictions. Paid your family a lot of money to steal. Yeah. Yeah. Collaborating behind the scenes. Falsifying information, documents. Stealing credit cards, stealing your information, using it to buy property for money. You know, because they do that, didn't they? They get false documents or false things, or they buy things in people's different name. Some of them may have even, you know, they may even done something about a marriage certificate, and maybe some of you don't even know that. And maybe because of your business, they're using your business to steal off you. But Divine said, "Don't worry, they're watching." They want to make it hard for your ships to come in. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before they get caught, trust me. Person you're thinking about, what's in their energy? Stealing from your gift, I told you. You see, but some of these people, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, again, they want to come back round, they want to breadcrumb you, they want to act like they want balance of you because they need money from you. A lot of them, as I said, they've got addictions. Look, they're on the street. And that's their karma because of their addictions. Look, soon as I started my reading, they're in here again. I've heard him get dropped off. I've heard the car round the back. He's coming. See what I'm saying? But someone mentioned in one of their... See, I don't really do readings on myself. I'll get another reading. And someone mentioned someone with pink hair. And there's a woman in here with pink hair. These people, they're here to monitor. I'm aware of it. I'm fully aware. As soon as they've come in, the connection's gone funny. Some of these people, you know, they want to steal your gift or they want to breadcrumb you. A lot of them, I told you, they've got addictions. Okay? Look, the connection's going weird. As soon as they come in, that's a sign. Bad entities. The energy's not good. They were taken from you and given. They were stealing from you and using their money for drugs, alcohol, partying. Somebody's mate ends up passing over through their addictions. You know, that could be some of their other karma. Or they're going to get caught up in a case. Or some of you may receive so much money back where it comes ahead for these people, where, you know, you could sue some individuals. You may have a big lawsuit. Oh, they definitely gonna want to come back around then. Yeah, I know you're watching Karmics. I'm on to you. I know exactly what's going on. My spirit guide behind me. Look, my hair goes from here to here. There's no hair there. See it? Yeah? This side, look. My angel behind me. A lot of us, you know, we have so much spiritual protection around us. Divine protection, yeah. Look, you can't even see my ear's here, and my hair starts from here. Look, there's no hair. Divine protection. Thank you, Divine. And some of these are like some ancient ancestors, okay? Look, standing right behind all of us from birth, we've been assigned. We've had angels assigned to us. You know that? Right behind us. They think it's a joke. Amen. That makes me feel so comforted. What's going on with your emotions? Yeah, so, the Fool as well. And some of these, you know, they want to take that leap of faith and come towards you. No, they want a fresh start. No, after what they've done. I know a lot of you, these were exes, ex-friends, frenemies now, sister, family members, you know, that whole purpose. And it could have been going on for, see that light flash? It could have been going on for like all your life. Family members stealing your inheritance, stealing your home. Some of them may have sold the home. Okay, sold the home, living lavish, but you may get some payment back. You know, they were traveling abroad, or if they weren't family members, there were other people. They were travelling abroad, travelling around, not contacting you. Maybe they spent the money now. The whole family could have shared it out amongst themselves. And maybe some of them are alcoholics. Maybe some of them are in partnerships. Maybe the marriage or the relationship's broken down. Others of them in the family have got really bad addictions. They're going down. They're spiraling out of control. Whilst you're over there and you've got the world in your hands. Divine is blessing you. So whilst, Divine said, don't worry. What was taken, you will receive back tenfold, This is why some of them want to come back towards around you. No. Yet the car's speeding around, and that is the truth. And let me tell you something. Do you think divine source is going to allow any one of these energies for anything to happen to you? Some of the angelic help could be the higher ups that know the secret, that know what's going on. Higher organizations. Some of you could literally be in protection, a witness. You could be in protection. Maybe a witness protection. Maybe some of you don't even know. Maybe a lot of these people, because they've got readings on you, they know what you could be receiving or about to receive. They know what you could be about to receive. And this is why they want to come back around. This is why they're sniffing around. This is why they're trying to send other energies towards you. And a lot of you, you're doing the work, you're tapped in. You're using your spiritual ears and eyes. You're not sleeping with anyone. And Divine tells you to, not at all. Keep moving forward. He's got you. Source has got you. But these, they want to bind you. So they can have another opportunity to steal. So what you've lost, Source says, don't worry. Because they're going to lose. And a lot of them are losing. They're on serious addictions. I mean, a lot of them, the money they took, if a home was left for you, and just say they sold that house for whatever, how much, and shared it out amongst themselves, if the ones that had the money had addictions, well, they're going to be smoking themselves under the table, aren't they? Damaging themselves, taking themselves out, becoming really bad, looking different. Yeah? So Spirit says, don't worry. They'll take their own self out through their greed, through their own addictions. Because what they're actually doing is binding themselves. And getting worse and worse and worse on these addictions. Where it's so bad that they can't come out of it. Some have got alcohol problems. Some of them are going to have liver problems. I've known people. There was one girl back in the day when I was in prison, Class A. They're trying to mess with us. It was Class A. She had a heart attack. See, and these are some of the karmas. That stuff crystallizes around your heart. They may have just one big hit one day, not come back from it. And it's sad, but it is what it is. Because they wished you, meant you no well. That's the truth. They know you know the truth. You know, they'll even send you messages. Hey, big sister, looking good. Yeah, whatever. Using different fake profiles. Do they not think the higher ups don't know their IP address? You know, they're tricksters. People that are on addictions, they're good at lying. That's their number one art. They're con artists. And this is why Source put you on this path for you. You know, he chose you because it was written. All this was written. What their destiny was, what the outcome would be, what the outcome would be for you, what path you'd be on. Source gives his strongest warriors the hardest battles. And a lot of you throughout your life have been through a lot and you're still here. It says my connection is unstable. See, that's their bad energy. Messing with the frequency. Here comes spirit guides. Here comes the sirens. Look at Source there, right behind me. Right behind me. Thank you, Source. So I'm just trying to get a good connection now. Spirit guides of the highest white light. Can you make my connection better, please? Oh, that's good. See, they try to... They'll do anything. What's going on with your emotions? A lot of you have risen up, okay? Good judgment's been placed on you. A lot of you have dealt with your past karmas. And the horn's been blown for you. And a lot of these people, what's in your emotions is that this family, your family, are receiving judgment. These are karmics. I don't see them as my family. Not the ones that done this. No. Not one of them have reached out. So that tells me there's all involved. I really don't care. But who's going to need who at the end of the day? Because it isn't me that needs them. Not the way they thought I would do. They thought I'd be on my own, isolated. You know, they turn people against me. I don't care. Rejection is God's protection. And I thank Source to them. I have so much gratitude for opening up my eyes and for giving me spiritual ears and spiritual eyes to see out of. Source is my daddy. Yeah, he's my family. My passed over loved ones. Yeah. My ancestors that are backing me up in the spirit realm, that are looking down over me. That are not happy with what my family have done. They've seen, they know. And what a lot of your families have done. I don't miss them. Again, rejection is God's protection. I tell him, thank you. Thank you, because now it pushed me on this path. Turning your back led me where I am today, having a world in my hands. Giving out the message around the world. Helping out others that have been through similar situations. Yeah. Tried to take us out since birth, since before, hasn't worked. Source had a plan from us. It's written in the stars. Now I realise why I was taken away from them. It was protection. I used to get angry and say, why are they taken away from my family? It was protection. Now I understand. And I'm grateful for the protection that I had over me. Took me many years to wake up, but better late than never. You know, we've been on this journey lifetimes before. And this is the closest we've got to, where we need to get to on our journey. A lot of us on the past journeys, we didn't even get here because these karmics managed to bind us, take us out, do things, I'll sacrifice ourselves. I mean, back in the days, a lot of us was burned, weren't we, at the stake, for doing, they call us witches and all that. But all right, this time around, our eyes are opening. You have good witches and you have dark witches. They're the dark ones. We're the good ones. Page of Wands. It could be judgment for another family member. This could be some of you, your karmic children. And it's sad to say. Some of these may want to send you a message, or they see you having a new beginning. They're watching. They're going through judgment. And they're seeing that you're just moving forward. Some of you, you had your children taken and you've tried to get back in the relationship or get the relationship back on track, and they haven't bothered. And you're like, it is what it is. I wish you all the best. And a lot of them are watching you. Aries, Leo, Sag. Some of your children could be like watching you and they're proud of you. Or some of them could be worried that judgment's going to be placed on them because all they're thinking about is money and materialistic things over your life or over the connection. Money comes, money goes. Rides come, rides go. Houses come, houses go. Clothes you buy, they go. They're just material things. It's about what you have here as a person, as an individual. It's what you can offer lovingly. Do you understand? Love is the highest frequency. Anyone can have materialistic things. Does it mean you're happy though? Because you see some of the richest people out there in the country and they're unhappy. Money can be the root of all evil. Yeah? And some will throw you under the bus. Karmic family, karmic children. You've heard of these families where their children have done life insurances to kill their parents for the money. They're karmic children. And it is what it is. You're like, if you want to ignore me, it is what it is. Again, rejection is God's protection. All they can do is watch you, okay? And let them receive their judgment. It is what it is. A lot of you just releasing it. You're releasing the burden. You're not bothering. A lot of you just cutting the cords. You're like, you know what, just do what you're doing. A lot of you just happy in your own little bubble, having protection from source. Look at that light. It's going across. Protection from source. A lot of you have been marked by the divine. The Emperor, a lot of you are bosses, CEOs of your own company. Some of you will get some real great opportunities. Some of you may even get offered a part in something. You just don't know. And this could be their judgment as well, sitting back and watching you make it. Some of you, you got your things in order. The outcome. Some of you may receive a message from this boss, the Emperor, the world. You close the cycle out, you're protecting yourself. A lot of you are bosses, you bossed up. Again, you've got divine protection. A lot of you are on your own. Your family, have, sold you down the river, thrown you under the bus, are not talking to you, have lied behind your name. And you're like, well, it is what it is. Again, rejection is God's protection. That's how I see it. Everything happens in divine timing. They would want, what they would want would be for us to go back on addictions. You see, that's what they thought. They thought by turning their back on us, okay, that we would go on addictions. A lot of us didn't. A lot of us turned away from the addictions. A lot of us turned our back on that life. They didn't know this. They thought, and they even used children. Well, this will definitely get to them. If the children don't speak to them, oh, they're definitely going to go back on drugs, alcohol, take themselves out, have a mental breakdown. No. It's just like, rejection is God's protection. The magician. Source gave you the tools and resources to work with. Look at that globe around you, that protection. So when they're doing their spell work, it's bouncing right back to them. And a lot of you, Source, he knew your path before you did. A lot of them, they're in the Nine of Swords. Having regret, crying at night, wishing that they hadn't backstabbed you because look at the positions they're in, they have nothing. Maybe now they've been isolated, people are leaving them out in the cold. The truth's coming out in regards to what they've done. They can't show their face. You've now turned your back to them. They know that you have the world in your hands. You turned your back on them. You now know the truth. The truth, all the spell work they sent towards you or paid others and lied on your name. There's a lie on your name. It's going back to them. They can't sleep at night. They're depressed. They're not looking too good. And that's for all the swords that they've done onto you. Some of you were Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or it was these energies that done it to you. Either or either. But Divine said, don't worry, what goes around comes around, and their time is here. Yeah, they've got addictions. What they wanted for you is what's been given to them. Divine timing. Nothing happens until divine timing. That's why I have no worries. And I have protection, guidance, love, support from the universe, by my ancestors and by Source, my creator. I don't need no one else. That's what they don't realise. 4 of Cups, you're not accepting their cup. There's nothing in the cup. You've had a revelation. And this is why they're in this energy, because they know they blew it with you. They'll never, ever have a chance to come back in your life again. It is what it is. I hold no resentment. I wish them the best. And it is what it is. Take care. Yeah, that door is shut. No, it will never be reopened again. It's about moving onwards and upwards. And a lot of you, Source says, you're going to have your fulfillment of wishes. Right in front of their eyes. And they're going to see you have it. And Source says it's going to make sure that they see you have it. That is the worst for them. to sit back and think that everything they've done, they now have to see you become something right in front of their eyes. If they hadn't done what they'd done, they could have shared this with you. They could have broke bread around your table, eaten with you, you know. A lot of you, you've got something good coming your way. You're going to have an opportunity or opportunities. There's something behind that curtain waiting for you. And it's big, I'm picking up. Blessing. You're going to be invited to splurge and enjoy in life's pleasures and have your wish fulfillment. Everything that was taken, everything that was done, it's all going to be returned back. Again, everything that was taken over all the years is going to be returned. And they're only in this energy because they know it. They're lost. No, some of you may get, I don't know, some of you may get TV deals. You may have, you know, a chance to write a book on your life. Some may offer you, oh, can I make a film of what you went through? You may have deals. You may have so many opportunities coming towards you. You know, they're going to have to sit back, some of these people, and watch you maybe on TV. That's what I'm picking up for some of you. You could have deals. Some of you could be musicians. You're going to have record deals, book deals. You're going to be signing autographs. Some of you could be on the news. They don't want to hear that. They've gone now. Queen of Swords. Yeah. In the past, she was inviting. Now you've got your sword up. Because you now know the truth. Your head's clear. You know the truth. You see clearly. Source says you can put your defenses down. You don't have to be guarded now. You can put it down, okay, because you see. You paid attention. Amen. And I'm going to leave that reading there. Yeah. Again, for those you just missed, Queen of Swords. Source says a lot, you know, in the past she was inviting to these people. She was loving, compassionate. Now you've got that sword up, the sword of truth. You know this, you know the truth. And you stand in your truth. Your head's clear. They can't come and breadcrumb or cloud your judgment. You know who you are. You're queen. They treated you like you was below them. Spirit's giving you this position. Okay? You see clearly. Again, as I said, a lot of you was guarded before. Source says now you can put that guard down. But still be aware. Some of you, you know, you've got protection. Angelic help. Archangel Michael. So let the thieves stay where they are. You know, thieves always end up tripping up somewhere down the line, don't they? always end up tripping up their own shoelace. They make a blunder somewhere. They make a mistake. They leave a mistake out somewhere. They get too confident in their self. I'm going to leave that reading there. Thank you for joining me. And amen. Luke 12, Jesus said, beware against every kind of greed. Yep, life is not measured by how much you own. Exactly. A lot of us, we're not even going to, it's not about what's going to be given to you. It's about what was taken from you. And a lot of you, like you, was just humble. You managed, you survived. It wasn't about designer this and big cars that and big homes this and having to steal off people and lie, cheat and deceive to get what you want, or steal off Peter to pay Paul, or steal off your neighbour to, or like doing frauds and things like that for habits, or to buy what you wanted using other people's details. You weren't even about that. You was just humble. But a lot of these people, they just had to live that lifestyle, yeah, to get respect by others, or to be seen in a certain light. It's the wrong light to be seen in. Number one, you attract the wrong attention. And a lot of these people, they're very insecure and they need uplifting, by people to make themselves feel better. But really, they've got issues deep inside. Do you understand? And they compensate by things, the jewelry or the lavish things. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have that. It's not the main essential. Food, clothes, a roof over your head. But again, a lot of you, what was taken will be returned. Yeah, they agreed. Yeah, money comes, money goes. I said money's the root of all evil. And those that don't seek it or live by it, or make it their number one priority. Don't get me wrong, we need money, we need to pay bills, we need to eat, and we need to clothe. But it's, as long as you've got them few assets to keep you going, it's fine. Now I'm hearing all the candles, jingle, jingle up there. Yeah, a lot of these people, they've been doing, graveyard spells. And they're haunted, like, digging up people's graves and all that. That's not good. People are there to lay, they've been there to lay to rest. Some of these graves that these people's, that they're digging up, do they actually know who they are? And some of these, now they haven't got protection. Them same spirits they're calling on are haunting them. And are attached to them. Not good. I'm going to do a prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those that have trespassed against us. And deliver us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I think I may have messed a bit out, but I think I said it right. Namaste. Blessings. Good night. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Bye.